Yeah.
Like hardline's turned into quite a big beast now, but the reason it's done so well and has had our attention for so long is because that core of it is still there, you know, building the most difficult track we can to really test the riders, and that won't change really.
I guess that's a perfect segue then into building the most difficult track. So current status of Hardline at this moment now is 2026 is going to be taking a break for a year and coming back next year
Give
with
us
a
the
different
news, Dan.
course. Yeah, what's the scoop,
drop
Dan?
it, yeah.
Break it to us.
Yeah, so, you know, rather than making minor changes for the 26 course, Red Bull and the riders and ourselves thought that it would be better to focus all attention on building the most insane full new track, top to bottom, for 2027.
Man, what are the objectives? You got a clean slate. What's the next step? How do you go further than before?
It's mind blowing. We've not had this since we started the event.
Yeah,
I don't even think we had it when we started, because we built that first course before Red Bull were involved, so it wasn't really a blank slate. This is the first time that we've been like, okay, 100% blank slate. Here's the budget. Here's, you know, we've got an insane build crew. We've got a lot of knowledge from years of doing hardline in Wales, in Tasmania. And so, yeah, it's all lining up for an insane event.
I'm nervous.
Well, that says something straight away. Sorry.
Because it's the whole thing is new, you know, like it starts in a new spot. It dropped line. We've walked this where it's going to go. The line is so wild, you know. It's better than the old site, you know, where it's going to be now. It's going to be another level. It's pretty rugged.
I'm fascinated. What are like the bullet points? What are the things that you're improving on in your heads? You don't have to tell us what exact features you got, but like, what was your aims?
It's the scale, dude. Like,
is it?
The scale is insane. You know, we've learned a lot from doing hardline. We know how good the riders are. We know you know, where the limits are, how far they're willing to push themselves. And so, you know, when we walked this course the other day with everyone, and, you know, me and Alf have walked it a few times, we've walked it, but the scale of it is just insane. Like, the features, it's going to be like a whole nother level of mountain biking.
And it's not just the size, like it's the soul of it, you know, like after a long time of being on the other track, you know, it gradually, it opens up, it mellows, you know, it kind of spreads a bit, it kind of just naturally changes. But to go back into this new bit of forest, you know, it's so raw, it's like green, like gnarly rocks, these old trees, you know, some of the natural features in there are just incredible to see, even though, you know, there's nothing there yet. But it's sad that there won't be a hardline this year, but it has to happen, you know. It's not enough to have a few months to prep this new track. It needs all of our focus for a long time, and you know, it's a necessary evil to not have a hardline this year, but it's
I'm
going
well
to be worth it.
excited for it. I absolutely love Tasmania, but there's just part of me that's like, hardline, when I just think of the word, it is just in Wales. It is that landscape. If you're improving on what you've already got, it's well exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, Tas is cool because it's sort of a different offshoot of hardline, isn't it? It's like a Tasmanian version.
Yeah.
It is. But yeah, to hear you're doing another one.
It needs that gnarly, slightly dark, slightly intimidating, slippery, you know,
Welsh.
terrifying Welsh mountain that you're taking on. It's not just about the size of a feature, you know.
And it's what the riders wanted, you know. They didn't want minor changes to the 26 course because they know how important hardline is and how it's about pushing the boundary of the sport, you know, because yes, World Cups push the boundary with speed, but, you know, riders like Cade and Chaos are very aware that downhill mountain biking needs to be pushed, and hardline is the place to do that.
That's kind of I won't say it kind of is some responsibility, because you've got the event that's going to keep doing that. So there is responsibility on it, constantly moving forward. And I guess, how do you go about gauging how far to push it?
Well, I think we topped out on the old course.
You reckon? Yeah.
You know,
And obviously, it was our first year there. I've never been before, but
Yeah.
it was interesting to see how quick people seemed to get up to speed,
Yeah.
or at least tick everything off.
And it wasn't enough to go down and, you know, stretch that gap out an
Yeah.
extra few meters, you know, make that step down a bit.
Yeah.
Like we've done that for years, and it worked, but there's a point where you can only go so far.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
know, we need to start again, and we need to start from fresh, and it needs to start off big.
Yeah.
Super exciting.
It's funny how like the life of a track is like that a bit, isn't it? Like to start off is really exciting because everyone's not hit everything, and then turns get widened, gaps get opened up in
Yeah.
between features. All of those things happen, and they're all really exciting. But then also when you've got a track that you know, it's very exciting seeing riders squeeze every last millisecond out of it.
Yeah, yeah,
With that said, it's going to be really fun to go back to the beginning
yeah.
and
Yeah, and think how far the level has come in
Yeah.
10 years.
like even bikes.
And it's
Yeah.
fundamentally the same course as it was. So, like, the riders are so advanced now. The bikes are so advanced. Like, the whole sport is ready for, like, another big jump in, like, evolution, really.
And tracks mellow over time. It's
Yeah.
so strange.
Yeah.
Like, you know, we see it on local tracks we build. They just, as you ride them, as time goes by, they just mellow and soften somehow. I don't know what it is, but a new track has that
Yeah.
crisp, sharp, intimidating, you know, difficult edge to it.
Mm.
What day would you like to see people do top to bottom in practice?
I thought you were going to ask when the testing was going to happen.
No, definitely not.
We'll let
Not
you know,
interested. Be there on my e-bike.
I think if we can get them top to bottom for a finals run, that would be great.
Holy.
Somebody.
Hardline.
Yeah. I mean, you look at it now, honestly, you look at it now and you're like, nah, it's not rideable.
Yeah.
Like, and normally when you're building something, you're really brave up until the point where you have to test it. I remember year after year of building hardline, sat in the digger, building away, not even worried about it. And then you pick up your bike and you're like, oh, fuck. Now I've got to test it.
What have I done?
But this is like, you're already worrying about it. So, like, it must be quite gnarly.
Some nice insights there. if that doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will.
In it. What at this point for hardline, like, what is going to be the perfect track? It's kind of going to be a teaser, I guess. Maybe. Like, what should it include?
Well, size isn't, you know, size of the features is something we get asked about all the time.
Yeah.
But that is, you know, that's one small section of it. That isn't enough, and we've learnt that over the years. You know, for example, the canyon gap going in, you know, stuff we've done in Tasmania. Size of the feature isn't enough. There needs to be that technical aspect, that natural difficulty. You know, the difficulty that comes from riding into a feature through wet, slippery, difficult rocks. You know, just the thing that, you know, we want to challenge mountain bikers, and there's so much to that, and it needs there has to be so much in there that's going to make it difficult.
Yeah. So, well, not even unfortunately, people are going to miss Hardline Wales 26, but
Okay.
okay,
Hey, man, what an episode that was. You did amazing in it.
and so did you.
You shone like a star.
You shone like a moon.
Can we also put something up here that you can click on for the next episode?
How about we put a subscribe up there in the middle?
Yeah, love
We're going to put a video we think that our lovely companionship will love
Yeah.
on your face.
On my face.
Yeah,
So
and
they
on
can't
my
see me now.
gone, and on my face, another video that we think people will love. And thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe. You guys are the best.
Peace and love.